Hey guys, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we are going to do your last week of October collective reading. Now keep in mind, it's a general reading, which means it cannot possibly apply to every single person that is watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all of the information will be pinned in the comments section below. In case you are new to the channel, welcome, come on in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today, and I hope that you all are doing well. So when I was meditating over the energy for today's reading, the song that I got was Never Too Busy by Kenny Lattimore. Mr. Kenny Lattimore happens to be an Aries, so you could be done with an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus individual, someone that you met in Aries season, which is March, April time frame, or you yourself, the viewer, have strong Aries placements in your chart. What I heard with this is that they will stop time and move mountains for you. I'm getting two different messages with this. Either someone that you know personally or someone that you don't know, but they are going to be very impactful in a certain area of your life. Now, I heard this is a metaphor, not literally, but it feels like stopping time. It feels like moving mountains. When we talk about time, I keep getting energies of being extended. Like someone says, oh, this is the cutoff time for this, but they're extended for you to make sure you meet a deadline. They're going to extend it for you to make sure everything is okay and things fall in your favor. Okay, I'm getting something about an extension for someone. Also, as far as moving mountains, I'm not getting physical mountains. It may feel like a mountain. You know, when you climb to the top of a mountain, it takes a lot of energy for you to do that. I'm getting, you know, when you talk about mountains, it talks about challenges, hurdles, things that you have to get over. So when I said they will stop time and move mountains for you, literally somebody is removing some type of difficult situation for you, or they're helping you navigate that situation to where it doesn't feel like it's such a high climb. It doesn't feel like it's so stressful and strainful. Okay, so let's talk about your spirit animal. The spirit animal that I got was the dragon. The dragon spirit animal is associated with being fiercely protective, strength, inner power, potential, transformation, loyalty, temperamental. Dragons are always known for their temper and being territorial. Again, you can have someone who's very territorial of you, and they're like, oh, I'll be damned if I let something happen to you. And that's a good thing in the essence, but it could be fueled by motive for someone out there. Not 100%, you know, I'm not getting anything horrible, but someone could have motive like, okay, I want to make sure this person is good because it benefits me somehow. Again, that won't be for everyone, but I am hearing that for somebody, for quite a few of y'all out there, that could be the case. But more than anything, like I said, fiercely protective and loyal. You know, this person is very loyal of you or towards you, and if they see you going through some hardships, they will do everything in their power to make sure you are okay. I am also getting messages that for a lot of y'all, you're going through some things. You don't want to ask anyone for anything because you're like, okay, everybody has something going on. I don't want to ask this person for anything. And this person may have just recently went through something difficult, but maybe they're on their feet now, but you don't want to ask because you don't want to bother them. Somebody may feel like that about you as well. I definitely feel like a lot of you all have people who feel like that about you. Like they need some type of help and you are available for help, but they don't want to bother you because they feel like they don't want to be a burden. They don't want their burdens to be transferred onto you. And for some of you all, they don't even want you to know that they have this hardship. They're embarrassed, right? So let's talk about names. This could be first, middle, last name, street name, business name, location, put it where it applies. And I keep seeing 8365. So that's either someone's address, someone's work address, the last four digits of someone's social, and that's very specific. So if that's the case, then you know this message is for you or someone that you love. And then also license plate, phone number. I'm getting those like the last four digits of something very significant. Or like I said, it could be a specific address. So going back to the names, Lee, Shantae, Jenkins, Walter, Sonia, Bell, Moore, Vanderbilt, Duffy, Kadeem, Skylar, Jacob, Heather, Alexander, Knox, Elmer, Eli, Crystal, and Lorraine. So who is this? I'm getting Matthew. I've been getting Matthew a lot. Matthew or Matthews. Again, this could always be first, middle, or last name. So we're going to go through the deck until we get our major arcana, which happens to be the sun and the moon. We'll get the card that comes before and the card that comes after, and we shall get clarifiers for our collective reading. Currently, at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Swords. Somebody wants to see you win. They want to see you win, okay? The Ace of Swords is truth, clarity, knowledge, wisdom, victory. You have someone who wants to see you win. I'm going to write that down because that needs to be, yeah. Yeah, somebody wants to see you win. And that's what I was getting. Like, I feel like you have support, but you may be prideful, or someone's prideful and doesn't want to share something with you, but there's support available. I keep getting. And I'm definitely getting something with like extensions. The cards are shedding. It's time. Look, you guys know if you've been watching my channel for a while, by the time New Year comes around, there'll be another deck because they're literally shedding because I use them all the time. But yeah, somebody wants to see you win. Could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or you could be an air sign. You would get some good news that's coming in because birds are messengers. Also, a source, of course, is messages. Okay. Yep, you got some type of message coming in of good news. The Knight of Cups, and we are currently in a water sign season, Scorpio. Knights are either going into battle, coming out of battle, going into some type of journey or adventure. They're also travel from one kingdom to another to relay messages. So again, a lot of y'all are getting some good news after not hearing anything or seeing any outcome for a long time, but the news is coming in during this time frame in Scorpio season. Yeah, something has been withheld financially from you all. Something didn't get processed appropriately, and it prolonged something in regards to a very important matter for you. Someone knew that they could help you all along, but they just let you go through hardship. Yeah, they were hiding and being sneaky and manipulative. Oh, yes, yes, yes. In regards to, look at this. As I'm just moving the cards back to back. Look at that. Right behind that, that's an ugly-ass combination if you think about it, because this is greed. Money greed. And hiding things. The moon is secrets. And then it caused you some type of hardship because they were just trying to withhold resources. I feel like if you were rejected for something or declined, something was declined, they could have said, you know, we can't process this, or this can't happen at this time, but if you come back in 30 days, you know what I mean? Something along those lines. Like, there's resources and people are not being very good at assisting. Look at his eyes. This is like a greedy energy. And then this card stayed on the table as I picked it up unintentionally, but you're going to get news that's going to come in. It's going to change the game for you. Eight of Wands, fast moving communication, coming out of the blue unexpectedly. I like it. So let's go ahead. Again, we want the sun and the moon. We just seen the moon. So we're going to take it as it was. You got the 10 of Swords, the moon, and that King of Pentacles. I'm sorry if I said King of Wands because in my mind, I keep seeing the King of Wands. Now, the fact that I keep seeing the King of Wands, but we have the King of Pentacles here, is making me think about, you know, how kings and queens, they're people in positions of leadership, authority, someone who oversees something. And to see those two different kings, like in my mind, I'm seeing the King of Wands, which we have the King of Pentacles here. I feel like one person who was withholding resources, another person who is overseeing something will be able to assist you. We want the sun and the card that comes before and the card that comes after. The sun for the collective reading. I'm going to tell you something also. A male figure in your life wants you. Whether you're a male or female watching this, it doesn't matter. There's a male figure in somebody's life who likes to see you in this position. Because it makes them feel powerful. It makes them feel important. Because if you got on your feet and you knew you had resources where you didn't have to require assistance from this person, they would feel like they have no purpose. Which means they would have no dominion over you. It's like them trying to hang something over your head. For some of you all, that's what they were trying to do, but that won't last long. Okay, I'm not going to keep going through it because as I moved it, I see the sun here. So right in front of the sun, you have the terrifying Taurus. You got Taurus here twice. So some of y'all, it's a strong Taurus masculine that is playing a role in a certain situation in regards to your finances. And again, it's not for everyone. Just put it out there. There's the sun. And you get the Fool card. You have three major arcanas all across the bottom. The Fool taking a leap of faith into something new. I'm going to tell you this for some of you all also. If you had someone who, like say for instance, the head of the household or male or female, again, or if there's a job, like a rogue boss. So when I say a rogue boss, like somebody who treats you like shit, and they're always telling you like, oh, you're gonna get this opportunity, oh, but you're up next for a promotion or something like that, you never get it. Them playing games with you is gonna make you take a leap of faith and go in a different direction. Also, I'm getting someone who is of wise counsel, like what I've been picking up since the very beginning of your reading. Somebody of wise counsel, someone who has a high status, will assist you into a new transition in your life. They will be able to help you on this new journey here. There's strong Taurus references here. You have the Eight of Cups, walking away from things that are no longer emotionally fulfilling. Again, we are currently in a water sign season, Scorpio season. For some of you all, you will be going in a completely different direction on a date that has an 8 in it, the 8th, the 18th, the 28th, again, in Scorpio season. And when I say going in a different direction, if you feel like, because I feel like you guys are going to have this reality check. You know, we got this retrograde energy going on. There's a reality check that's happening. And you're realizing that someone has always wanted to see you suffer, or always want to see you struggle, or they didn't help when they knew they absolutely could. Some of you all are going to be made aware, like, even if it's not they're intentionally trying to make you suffer or struggle, they had a way that they could help you, or they knew who could help you, but they never told you. Gatekeeping at its finest. Someone is definitely a gatekeeper in your life, and I feel like you're going to find out that this person was doing that, and you're going to turn your back on this individual. You're going to walk smooth out their life. Look at that. As soon as I tried to shuffle, we had the Knight of Cups before, didn't we? I told you it's going to happen in Scorpio season. Look at that horse's leg. It's on a journey. It's on the move. Knights are always on a journey. And I want you to see also that he has this cup extended. So someone is definitely extending you help after going through a great time of difficulties. Nine of Wands, the Wounded Warrior. Yeah. Again, I'm going to say some of you all, you could be helping individuals as well. Like if you found out about some resources, you will be helping people. Like say, for instance, this happens to me all the time where I'll see something on social media. It doesn't apply to me, but I'll save the information so that I can send it to someone else, or just in case someone else needs it, I'll send that information. You know what I mean? I like doing stuff like that because, yeah, it may not help me, but I definitely feel like it can help somebody else. So you may see something like that on social media, or overhear a conversation, see a billboard, and save that information so that you can, you know, share it with someone who is in need of it. Eight of Cups in reverse, yeah. And I'm going to tell you this person is trying to keep you from walking away. Because upright, this like, I'm out of here. In reverse, that's everything that was confirmed about this energy. Again, it does not have to be specifically a Taurus, but it could be another earth sign because this is not a major, so it can apply to any of the earth signs, but this is definitely Taurus. Whatever the case, I feel like there's a masculine. In both situations, there's a masculine that's holding you back, and there's a masculine that can help you positively also, or you could be a masculine watching that applies to. Now, also, when I said masculine, I was thinking about male energy, but you know we all have male and feminine energy. If you are in your masculine energy, then you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's start first with the moon. We're going to get a clarifier for this 10 of Swords. Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. You need a clarifier for that 10. We have too many and they're all face down. If one would have flipped up, I would have took it, but you got too many. Yeah, somebody's working with you. And that's why this happened like that. Because Spirit wanted me to look at that bottom of that deck. This is an equal exchange. They're exchanging information. They're exchanging resources. They're exchanging help. And remember I was saying earlier, like, for somebody, helping you would benefit them. Because they both benefit in this situation. So, and again, I'm going to say it's going to happen in Scorpio season. Before Scorpio season wraps up, it's going to happen. For some of y'all, will be a Leo that's going to assist you. Not for everyone, but I am putting it out there. So, universal energy. Okay, woo, and I want y'all to see me. Look at my hand. I'm just sliding over how it flew out, and it flew out sideways. I'm telling you, there's a masculine figure who is someone who's in a position of authority. He's an authoritative figure. He's a high-ranking person. There's another king, a high-ranking person. And as you guys seen, it flipped out sideways. I'm moving over. It flipped over sideways, right? So upright is yes, reverse is no, sideways is transitioning in and out of a situation, teeter-tottering, going back and forth about whether or not they should do something. And what I get with this, remember I said somebody has some information that could be very helpful. Okay, sources information is sideways. You got help coming in. You do. I really feel like you know what I'm getting? I keep getting stuff with caseworkers. I keep getting something with, like, say, for instance, you're dating someone or you're married and this person knows that you're going through some difficult times and they're just letting you, like, spiral. There's another masculine in your life, your father, your brother, your son. There's a masculine in your life who they're like, I'm not waiting for this person to help you. Here I come. Here I come. That's exactly what I'm getting here. Because I feel like I said, someone is watching you go through difficulty. You know what I mean? Oh, wow, that's crazy. I don't know why I didn't notice that. Remember I said initially, they will stop time and move mountains. There's mountains behind him. Absolutely. Anything that mountains are challenges, you know, things that are blocking you from obtaining some type of goal, or, you know what I mean? I'm hearing accessing something. So it could also, I'm going to say this as well, for some of y'all, it doesn't have to be like somebody that you're with or, you know, anything like that. It could literally be your job is blocking you from being great. Yes, you need your job. Yes, you need to work. I'm never going to tell anyone to quit their job. That's not what I'm going to tell you to do. But for a lot of people, I'm getting that energy, and this is for everyone pretty much. If you are working for someone else, you are helping fulfill somebody else's dreams. That's not a knock to you, because if you want to do that, cool. But that's what you're doing. You're fulfilling someone else's dreams. But in doing that, you don't have time to invest in your own, because you're investing in theirs, because Pinnacles are investments. You're investing in this company and this thing, but it's stopping you from accelerating in the fashion that you would like to, right? That Fool card, a lot of y'all are going to be taking a step out on faith, taking a leap of faith, and you are going to be transitioning into a different area. Just it's happening here. That's what we got. You got Seven of Wands, guardedness, defensiveness, protection, blockages. This is somebody blocking you from, again, something blocking you from moving forward. And you know, again, I'm going to say, I feel like it has to do with work. You see how he has on the green cloak here and he has on the green cloak here? Something with your job. Some of you all want to start a side business, or you always had a dream of starting your own business, but it's like you work so much that you wouldn't even know when to find the time to do it. And I know everybody's like, well, everyone has the same 24 hours in a day. Not technically. If you really think about it. If you have children, you have health issues, you have this, you have that. Sometimes that does stop other things from getting off the ground. You know what I mean? So let's get a clarifier for this King of Pentacles. Universal energies. Okay. One flip face down. It landed on top here. I'm just listening to see if I should keep that. Okay, no, they're saying because they're both Taurus energy and that's that same vibration. So go ahead and apply it to this. Right, and I'm glad I listened. Remember, you had the Ace of Swords upright first. You got to reverse. Like I said, there's somebody that is blocking you from being successful or not sharing something that can help you expand in life. Again, upright, truth, clarity, knowledge, wisdom, victory. He's a king. He's wearing his crown. There's a crown right here. It's in reverse. I'm going to say this one more time. Okay? This person fears you being on your own or getting on your feet or having certain resources, because then they wouldn't have dominion or they wouldn't have a significant role in your life. Kings and queens hold a specific place in the hearts, in the lives of people in their kingdom. In reverse, it's like you're not putting this person on a pedestal because the crown is falling off in reverse. You're not giving them any type of power. You don't need them. You know what I mean? And this is why this person is keeping you from finding things out. I'm going to say this again. For some of you all, it's definitely your air sign. You got 1, 2, 3. It could be an air sign that is like, I just heard treacherous. There's a treacherous air sign out there that you could be associated with. And then I also just heard accounting. If you have an accountant, if you have a business, you have an accountant that does your finances, get a second opinion, because they may be screwing you out of money. Some of y'all will find this out very soon when you file your taxes also. That's going to happen. They haven't been telling you certain things. Sword down. No. Sword up is just that something you haven't been being told in regards to money. Some of you are also you're overdue for some type of promotion or some type of work bonus. You're overdue. Also, I'm getting that there's like some type of program that was put in place a couple years ago, but it's not talked about much in regards to like money advances with work. Like if you need a money advance on your check or something like that. And I know a lot of people wouldn't want to do that, but if you need to for whatever reason, like big expenses, car, something happens to your car, your roof, your hot water tank, whatever. This job has that type of program, but they're not telling people because they don't want to be involved with processing the paperwork. That's what I'm getting. Like, there's resources and people are not telling you about it. And it's definitely something with work. Something with your 401k. And I keep hearing the word pushback. They're even trying to find a way to cover up people knowing certain things. That's kind of, that's nasty. That's nasty work right there. Bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Wands. Again, pages are messengers. Okay, it's in reverse. They're not telling you something. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let's get it clear. And I said that I was seeing a knight because the knight's right here. Let's get a clarifier for this Hierophant. Universal energies of light, love. Okay, again, flew out like this, sideways, face down. That's crazy. The first two cards flew out sideways. Now, when the card is face down, there's something that's unknown to us about the situation. Again, upright is yes, reverse is no. Sideways, transitioning in or out. Something staying stagnant is like it could be a limbo because upright is direct, reverse is direct. Sideways is like it can go either way. Somebody, look, this could definitely have something to do with work, and then people not working with you. The Three of Pentacles, working, building, and establishing something together. It's paperwork. I told you guys before, I'm getting something with like paperwork being processed. I'm also getting like, look here, let me tell y'all something. Don't be afraid to speak up because the reverse is like not speaking up. So, example. You know I love a good example. You apply for a condo, a house, a mortgage loan, or something like that, and you don't hear from anyone. You know what I mean? Don't just sit here and wait and not say something. Reach out, speak up. Hey, can you give me an update on this case or this situation? And then if they, oh yeah, we'll contact you, blah, 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 and they don't, now you're going to have to go over their head because you got two kings here. It's making me feel like go over someone's head, especially with work, straight up. Because you see how he's standing over them? Some of y'all going to have to go over somebody's head because it's like I'm seeing stacks of paper just sitting on somebody's desk. And it's like they're not processing stuff in a timely manner. And it's affecting everything. Something has a timestamp on it. And I feel, okay, thank you, Spirit. So remember I was saying earlier, okay, I'm getting two messages. Remember I was saying earlier, they will stop time and move mountains for you. This person, for some of y'all, they're going to be coming in and saying, we're going to give you extension because da-da-da-da. And they're going to try to make it like they're doing you a favor when really they're giving you an extension because they are so behind on processing stuff, they don't want to get in trouble. Some of you all did go over their head and report them in some situation. I'm also getting something legal. If you have an attorney or something like that or a legal situation and this attorney is just not doing what you feel is best or they're not working hard enough for you, some of you all are going to be looking for another advocate, another attorney, something like that. But I definitely feel like work. This is giving some strong work-based stuff. Like if you have an FMLA case, family leave or whatever, and it's taking them forever, which they do that shit on purpose. I had two children that was asthmatic, and I had to take care of them. I don't care about no work when it comes to my children, right? I don't give a damn. I work for them. That's what I'm here for. So, I'm going to make sure they good before anything. And I remember intentionally the people in HR were giving me so much pushback. They were giving me a hard time. It took forever for them to process that. They're like, oh, the doctor didn't fill this out. I would give them that. Oh, the doctor needs to fill that out. I would give it back. And that, okay, so thank you. That's the example. True story. When I did that, they would always find some little silly shit to say, oh, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. Versus saying, okay, next time you submit this, make sure this, and this is filled out. And we're going to give you this form and this form. Because the initial forms they gave me was like, okay, here, he's filling out one form. Then when I turned this in, oh, you didn't get form B and C. You never gave me B and C. I didn't know there was a B and C. This is my first time applying. You get what I'm saying here? So it's like somebody who knows that they can help you, but they BSing. And that's exactly what I experienced. So somebody may be experiencing something like that. And it was one of those things where they gave me one initial form, and then they turned around and was like, oh, well, the policy updated. Now they need this. Now they need that. Now they did. You know, it was like, well, you knew that when you first gave me these papers. You were just BSing. Because, of course, you don't want me to have family medical leave. Because then now I can call off whenever I need to. You get what I'm saying? So somebody's messing with someone here. I'm telling you, it's something work-related for a lot of you all. It's something work-related. If this is a partner, a husband, just a love companion or whatever, again, I get the feeling that this person wants to maintain this air of control. They want to feel like the head of the relationship. But it's a funny thing that I heard on, what was it? My Big Fat Greek Wedding. There, the mother was talking to Fertula. She was talking to Tula, and she said, the man may be the head of the house, but the woman is the neck, and she can make the head turn any way. You get what I'm saying? This is not bashing anyone. This was actually a literal quote from that movie. I'm just sharing this because somebody doesn't realize that they want to maintain this energy of control so bad that they don't realize, like, it would be better if you guys work together. It would be better if you work with me so that we can have a good life. Why are you making this difficult? And I never forgot that quote. I haven't watched that movie for a long time. If you haven't watched it, she literally said, yeah, she allows the husband to feel like, yeah, you're the head of the household, and everything he says, she's like, yes, honey, okay, yeah, you're right, honey. The whole time she's running things behind the scenes, right? The man could be the head, but the woman is the neck. Without the neck, there's no movement. And that's the thing. Somebody doesn't understand that. And it's not about who's more in control. It's about working together to have motion. You get what I'm saying? You'll have more motion if you work together. Let's get a clarifier for the Fool card. You got the Four of Cups. You know, I've been getting quite a few threes. Also, I want you guys to peep it. Both cards are sideways. And peep this. Over his head, there's 1, 2, 3 butterflies. And right here, there's 1, 2, 3 pentacles. The next 3 days, something very important is coming in regards to finance. The next 3 days, or a date that has a 3 in it, the 3rd, 13th, 23rd, 30th, or the 31st. Very important times. Somebody's going to get a response by tomorrow. Whatever day you're watching this, by the next day at 3 p.m., there's an email response coming in and there's a phone call coming in. Offer, I just heard offer accepted, offer extended. I like both. Let's get a clarifier for the Fool. Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. You need a clarifier. All right, then flip out for the Fool. There we go. No more stress. 9 of Swords. Sleepless nights, anxieties, worries, and fears. You guys seen clear as day. It flipped face down. So you're coming out of that very positive. That's what I'm saying. I know this is even more because you got swords here, swords here. So that's confirmation. Like they're saying, like if you are in your head a lot, mentally stressed, overwhelmed, you're coming out of that because the support that you need is going to be there. It's going to be put into place. And remember I was saying earlier, someone feels like they're doing everything alone, like they don't have support. He's here alone. In reverse, they're saying, no, you are not alone. Every time I say that, I think about that damn Michael Jackson song, You Are Not Alone. Someone could be a Virgo. Michael Jackson was a Virgo. Getting that as well. So this is very positive. I feel like, people who weren't working with you before, they don't got to work with you because somebody else going to step up to the plate. Okay, there's support coming in from somebody who's more higher ranking than the initial person, and they're going to help you get out of this defeated type energy so that you can take that leap of faith into something new. Because keep in mind, you have the 9 of Swords clarifying the Fool card, but here's the thing. Any card that a major arcana comes with, the major arcana trumps it. So this is already in reverse, which is positive, but then you got the Fool card, which means it's trumping that stressed out, overwhelmed energy, overthinking. And then some of you all just need to let people help you. I feel like there's an energy of like, I don't want to tell people what I'm going through because I want people in my business. As soon as I said that the time was 29, 29. 2 plus 9 is 11. So 11, 11. Blessings are coming in. I want y'all to hear that one more time. As soon as I said that, the time was 29, 29. When you add those numbers together, 2 plus 9 is 11. So 11, 11. Blessings are coming in. Assistance is coming in. Support is coming in. Answers are being delivered. Stress is being alleviated. You are not being allowed to continue this energy of feeling as though you are defeated. I do feel like things are becoming less strenuous because you got the 10 here and you got the 9 here. That's going backwards. It's not continuously moving up, like more stress is going backwards. So it's making me feel like things are being reduced. Stress and strain is being reduced. I see what's at the back of the deck. You got somebody fighting and advocating. I'm going to say this again. You got a message coming in very fast. Very, very quick. Information is heading towards you very swiftly. Look at that horse. Like, come on now, slow down, playboy. Look at his eyes. He kind of looking back like, dang, why you pulling on the reins so tough? Because this information got to get to you. And it is. I told you, it's coming to you. If one person tells you no, another person, damn sure, another person's headed in because this is going sideways, coming towards you. One person says no, one door is closed, another door it's already being cracked. That door is cracked. It's about to open. Another opportunity is coming in for you. And it's going to help you, get to the point that you need to get to. There's a lot of stuff with paperwork, processing, and just plain old BS. Like, again, it could be something so simple as you need a certain form filled out so something can be approved. And they're like, oh, they didn't fill this out. And then you go back and then they're like, oh, you didn't get this, and this. It's like, why you ain't tell me that? You're just making this difficult. Why didn't you just tell me everything that I needed instead of having to keep coming back and forth? Like, people don't want to do their jobs now also. That's another thing. Somebody don't want to do their goddamn job. You got lazy people who are not trying to do what they need to do because they feel like that's more work for them. No, that's your job, so do it. I'm going to tell you this also. If you are in a position where you process paperwork, you better be on your toes. Because somebody gonna report you if you don't. I'm just being for real. Because this is like not processing stuff, not applying things as they should be. If you have a role where you are supposed to process paperwork, if you have a role where you are supposed to reach out and connect with clients and things like that and do interviews, and you are not doing it, you're getting reported. I'm telling you that right now. Don't say I ain't tell you. Don't say I ain't tell you because I'm telling you that right now. Okay? So thank you guys so very much for watching Queen Airbender Tarot. As always, I'm going to ask that you continue to like, share, and subscribe. Please continue to click that hype button. It is so helpful for the channel. I see every single hype, every single support. I'm so grateful for it. I promise you I am. And I ask that you continue to do so. And until next time, take care and be well. Bye.